Now we have Major General Mohammad Ali Shah with us on the broadcast with us. Sir, welcome on the broadcast. Sir, now we are learning that days after the blasts at Kabul airport, now reports have come of the Taliban taking over Kabul gates. So what do you have to say about that, sir?
See, this was actually bound to happen. I will say that because US is withdrawing troops, and also to be very honest, to give a very balanced perspective over here, without taking any side from any side, just giving a very analytical and a tactful analysis. See, when the Kabul airport had its twin blasts, US had to save its face. There's a lot for the US to lose because US troops were as it is withdrawing from Kabul and they were going. Not even 48 hours, a day and a half. And I'll give you an example. Like yesterday morning, early morning, I was suddenly woken up by a lot of news channels. And they said, sir, US has done an airstrike in Afghanistan. We want your live on that immediately. So I was like, oh, US has done an airstrike on Afghanistan. Oh my God, that's very big news. And I had not heard of it at least. So I immediately tried to look at the news. I couldn't find it in the news by that time. It was the first channel that I appeared on. Of course, not your channel, I'm talking about a different channel. So only when I came on live on Zoom and I could hear the anchor speak about the airstrikes in Kabul, so to say. And then I got to know, actually, I tried Googling the news, I couldn't find it by that time. That's when I got to know actually what I was expected to speak on, and then I got to know that US has actually done a drone strike in Kabul where they have killed, so to say, the mastermind of the ISIS who had masterminded the twin airport blasts at Kabul. Fine. I was a little ill-prepared, but anyway, I had an analytical mind, so I spoke. But later on, as I appeared on different television channels, and as I was thinking about it, and as I was analyzing, now without actually favoring US or being too biased about anybody, a simple common sense and a very, very analytical mind I'll use it. US had a lot to lose, a lot of face to lose, right? So what US did was, they said they have killed the mastermind of the ISIS of the blast, right? I really don't know. I don't know who they have actually gone and killed as their drone strike. It could be the mastermind, could not be. So I'm giving a very balanced perspective which every person with an analytical mind would be able to understand. US has got its troops still in Afghanistan, in Kabul right now. They have the equipment, they have the warfare, they have the machinery, they have the most high-tech gadgets. They have the best of equipment which they are money as well, which they have left behind for Taliban to have a field day with. And these are special forces, mind you. These are Marine commandos who have had, not the regular US troops. These are the Marine commandos who have had special training. So now when they were actually looking at the chaos at the airport, how difficult, and if the US had precise information of the mastermind precisely being where he is located and taking a drone pot shot, which I predicted that US will use his drones ultimately because they have not withdrawn the troops, they have only repositioned them. They can just use the drones and cause an airstrike anytime they want. On 3rd January last year, 2020, they had done a drone strike on General Soleimani in Baghdad in Iraq, where they had assassinated the chief of army staff. There was no US army presence in Iraq, so they did this airstrike. Fine. In Afghanistan, they have presence of the soldiers, the troops. They did a drone strike, fine, agreed. But if you remember, a couple of months back, it's about 2-3 months out back, there was a drone strike at Satwari at Jammu at the Air Force base over there, where they had actually targeted the Mi-17 helicopter and the target missed, and the drone fell elsewhere. It was flown through latitude, longitude, and precise location. Now, two reasons for the drone missing its target at that time. First could have been poor execution. Second could have been the air was not favoring the drone. It was favoring India, so obviously the target missed. So it is not always that a drone has to be precise. Now, as per the US, only one person was killed, which is the mastermind of the Kabul blast, of course, and nobody else. No civilian was. There was no collateral damage. No civilian was even wounded in that. Fine. Are drones that precise? A sniper. See, I have handled a sniper. I've even handled a drone while in the army. So I'm just giving you a practical thing what I learned on ground. But if I have to take a pot shot with a sniper on ground, I would be able to aim at the person's eye as well, who I have to take an aim at. A drone may not be that precise. And in Afghanistan, we have seen the kind of social distancing that is being maintained. Be it at the airport, be it anywhere else. People are just crowding anywhere. Huh? So it was a little surprising for me. I'm using a still analytical mind. Yes, my congratulations to US that they have got back and they have, as per their claim, and if I were to believe their claim, that they have got down the mastermind of the ISIS blast. Now, this is the US claim. Now, when Taliban takes over 3 gates, and also one more thing, tactfully, if you strategically, if you notice, where the attacks, the twin blast happened, the majority concentration of the US and the UK troops which were evacuating the citizens was prevalent there, it was present there. So actually the aim of the drone attack was to target the US and the UK soldiers. And so now when Taliban takes over 3 gates of Kabul airport, I am not really very surprised by that. I hope the Kabul, the Taliban's takeover in Afghanistan is intercepted, interrupted and disrupted by all means possible. So when they take over, it is little perturbing, yes, it is disturbing, yes. And when the Taliban says that they are associated with ISIS, they are not in picture with ISIS at all. And in fact, Taliban, the first day they took over, they executed the leader of ISIS in Kabul, just to show that they are disassociated with them.